Hello and welcome back to the Druidic Stormcloud channel where we are playing Pathfinder Kingmaker. This is a full blind playthrough. I have no idea what to expect, what I'm going into, or any of that. So I hope you are enjoying this as much as I am. The Pathfinder system is interesting as far as I've understood it so far, so honestly, I'm hoping to learn more of it as we go through these games. At the very least, I hope to get a bit of a feel for it. And I hope you do too. Now, without further ado, let's begin our Tuesday stream with Pathfinder Kingmaker. As far as I understood it, we can assign multiple, or we can reassign the person that we put in a advisory position at a later time. And if not, we at least have someone in those positions to take care of things. And with that, we have our advisors, events, projects. We don't have anyone for a treasurer. Can we assign regent? No. Has to be the treasurer. Okay. Ah. Sufficient funds for that. We need an advisor for finance apparently for this. Okay, so apparently that is everything we can begin at the moment. Let's go ahead and rest before anything else, because, oh no, we did rest.
All according to plan.
Jode here as
I'll be
advisor.
served, Your Grace.
Of our guards. And we are going to head out into the city. If we can even call it that yet. It's the capital, but it's kind of a village more than anything at the moment, isn't it?
Hello, my savior. You asked if we'd meet again, and here I am. I see your fate has changed since last we met. Now you are the ruler who will determine the destiny of these lands. I am their living heart, the whisper of the wind, the strength of rivers, the luxuriant growth of the meadows. Do you wish to touch this power? I will show you a place where we can finally meet in flesh, you and I. Deep in the woods, there is an old mossy ruins long abandoned, nearly swallowed by the thicket. There is an old tree growing among the stones in the yard, which I remember as a seed. Shadow under its green crown I call my verdant chambers. Visit me there, my lord, and come alone. A nymph's reward awaits you. Forgive me, nymphs are not made for cities. The noise and vanity of human settlements vex me. I will answer all your questions, but there, in the silence of my asylum. So long, I will await you there, as the ground waits for spring under the heavy winter snow.
Okay, let's save first, because I don't know if this is going to be good or bad. Adamantium full plate. You have mithril full plate there as well. But for now, we're going to drop the flail. Oh, great club I'm keeping. We'll keep that just in case. Antiquities, right. That's another thing. have scrolls. That is good to know. And you probably have general goods. And build points. That's going to be important. $25,000. I do not have enough at the moment. This is going to be an important investment, though. Now, I also wanted to go through these. Ragnar and Octavia are over there. What's over here?
Interesting.
Oop. Hey, a ruby. You have a name. I'm gonna point that out. What services do you offer? Let's go with 5 as well. Okay, so we have the cleric right there. Good, good. We can visit the healer if we need to. Let's hope we don't have to anytime soon. Hey, I passed the check. I feel almost sure that I just witnessed some sort of divine intervention. What way you should know, Talvis, that the person you know by the name of Kalesi does not exist. My real name is Kaliki. And well, it's a long story. And such stories are better told beside a welcoming fire. Will you hear me out? Alright. She rests her head on her arms and stares off into the distance, lost in memory. Stories by the fire. In the desert where I was born, of my fondest memory. When the day is done, Hosts and guests, parents and children, friends and rivals, all gather by the fire under the stars to tell their tales. All they did, all they witnessed, and all they heard from other travelers, and the whispers carried by the desert wind. My sisters and I often snuck in to hear these stories, hiding in the shadows just beyond the circles of light and warmth. We are housebound, you see. Tieflings are unwelcome guests in Quadria, unblessed by the light of merciful Serenray. We grew up sleeping in a common tent, scavenging food here and there like orphans, all but outcasts and disowned. We were 13 when we left, and set off to find happiness in the cities, and everyone we left behind sighed with relief. My sister and I, we are twins, but as different as the sun and moon. Her name is Kanara, which means silent flame. She is fire, a cold fire, but one that turns everything to ash. I am a river. It brings me joy to give water to tired travelers and nurture green shoots. But when I flood, I am bound to bring death. The girl's eyes are full of sorrow. Despite our differences, we are one. Our lives belong to the divinity Nethys, and by his mercy, we now live in turns. While one of us is here, the other sleeps in another plane, and when she wakes up, we switch places, just as you witnessed. So this is why you didn't remember me when talking to Jumandiel Dory. How could I remember you? I'd never met you at that time. That was Kanara. She was the one who talked to you at the reception and helped you fight off the assassins. We usually write each other notes, recounting in detail all that happened and describing any friends that Khaleesi had made. But that time we switched right in the middle of a mansion engulfed in fire and filled with assassins. Kanara didn't have the time to write any notes. And how is it that you live in turns? This story, it's one I've never told to anyone before. No one in the whole world. And it's not easy to confide in a stranger. There's too much grief and guilt in it. If you don't mind, I'd rather not go into the details. You see, my sister died, and I couldn't get over it. Kanara was killed by a soul eater, a monster summoned by secret followers of Abaddon's archdemons. Those who summoned him died in the fight, but the beast was too strong for my sister. And I wasn't even there to protect her. Kaliki catches her breath. We just had a fight, and we both did some stupid things just before, but I don't want to talk about that now. When I found out what happened to my sister, I was ready to make a deal with any power if only I could get her back, and I found such a power. I was contracted by the herald of the god Nethys himself. She promised she would return Kanara to life, but on two conditions. First, we must both keep the arrangement a secret. Second, we would never be able to meet again. And so our new life began. Now we flee through the world, guarding our secret, always introducing ourselves as Khaleesi to hide that there are two of us. and we switch places with each other at random. While one lives, the other sleeps in a demi-plane one created especially for us. And you don't control these switches. No, we can't. They happen at random, most often while we're sleeping, but sometimes in broad daylight. That's why we can never stay in one place for long. When someone witnesses us switch, we usually tell them tales of a special magical way of traveling. But people start noticing strange things and begin to figure things out. Truth told, I'm so tired of having to pretend. We knew this couldn't last forever, and now that the truth is out, or finally out, what's the point in all this? Yeah, 4 is important. Yes, will you make me regret this, Talvis? I thought you might be someone who could help my sister and me change our fates. Alright, but what can I do to help? That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Kanara was supposed to tell you of an ancient treasury that we've been looking for. Gold isn't the only thing of value in this place. It may contain an ancient relic taken by the Taldan raiders from a respected Quadrian temple of Nethys. It's an unusual relic called the Disk of the Eclipse. I once heard a beautiful story that it was created from the shadow that hides the sun and the moon. But I don't think that could be the truth. Nethys is the god of magic. One who was once a mortal wizard. And relics from his temples are usually very powerful. There are many among his followers who think that solving the mysteries of magic, even rivaling their deity, is the best way to serve him. One such follower created the disc long ago in the distant past. According to legend, it gave its owners control over planar travel, but only pairs of wizards bound by unbreakable ties could use it. While one of them could travel the planes, the other was his anchor in our world, and they could switch between. Do you see now why we so desperately wish to find the disc? It might help us understand how the switch between me and Kanara works. And it should make our divine patron happy. Nethys and his assistants valued the desire to understand the mysteries of magic above all else. How did this disc come here? It was brought here by by Thaldans from the 5th Army of Exploration. Taldor and Quadria were enemies for ages. Thousands of years ago, a soldier broke into the Temple of Nethys and stole the relic. To sell it or secretly hoard it as an heirloom. Hundreds of years later, his own kin, or the kin of its 100th buyer, brought the disc to these strange lands, where the Thaldans had come, uninvited as usual, and which they finally vanished from with little trace. Sometimes history has an intricate lace. You'd never guess where it begins and where it ends. It's called the Sorrow Flame in the chronicle we read. It was once a Thaldan town, founded by the veterans of the 5th Army of Exploration. It stood on the shores of a turbulent river, and that was what destroyed it. One night, a terrible flood devastated the settlement, killing many and driving the rest to flee. Only the tower on the cliff remained, which was too high for the flood to reach. Water covered the ruins for a long time. But last year it receded. My friends found a chronicle which recounted the destruction of the city, and it spoke of the Disk of Eclipse, which was kept there. We managed to track down the ruins, but were frightened away by the monsters and beasts that roam the area. Hey, if it can help, I'll agree. Her sad eyes got a little warmer. Thank you. I'll wait for you at the Sorrow Flow. And please, let's explore the ruins together, just the two of us. I don't want to give myself away again in front of your companions. Breaking the condition not once was enough. I have no wish to anger our god. So long. Hey, we have another Go Alone quest. Oh, what's this? Locked. So we are going out alone to two separate locations. What could possibly go wrong, right? Let's meet the Dryad first. That's going to be in the Verdant Chambers. It didn't say exactly where, did it? I'm guessing there. Like I said, I'm guessing on that. Or it could be Glade in the Wilderness. That might fit too. Ruined Watchtower. Oh, there's the Verdant Chambers. Avoid the enemies. Wait, no, there was a way across.
I tire.
Oh!
Enemy approaching.
The dog will attack that one. And then end. As for me... Summon small elemental is going to be a fire elemental. I don't like that it says troll hound. Yeah, they are regenerating. That one actually is dead. Okay, good. Because it took fire damage, right? The fire elemental's already gone? Well, that was useless. How do I change it back? That's the question. Oh, that was my dog, not me. So... it's belt. Going to switch to this set.
This should do it. A calculated risk. This will hurt.
There we go. And turn.
Let's try this way.
Perhaps we will meet again. For now, however, we need to rest. Try to evade the enemies.
I tire.
Another rest. Random bandits. Accept the attack and keep going. going to summon a D3 mites. And it's only one. Oh great, my dog is blind. You just keep doing that, don't you? My mite is still alive, so let's keep go. Actually, snowball on you. Of course I missed. My one prepared offensive spell. Now I no longer have a mite. Let's summon the giant frog this time. Did my cat disappear? Alright, so the frog got rid of the mirror image. That missed the dog. Dog is no longer blind. You are getting low on health. Okay, that was an event. Meantime, we are almost at the verdant chambers. Go ahead and enter.
All according to plan.
Okay. Not this way then.
In due time.
Right, there's the tree.
Oh, you did come. And alone, just as I asked. Do you not know, my loyal hound, the brightest flowers are also the most poisonous?
Oh boy. Yeah, the 4 is a...
A mask? Alive? No. Like a snake wrapped in its sloughing skin, I show you something that is longer. I remember who I was. I remember who I wanted to become. Why am I telling you all this? You are nothing. Just another step on the ladder I must climb. You will perish like so many before you, and I'll forget you by the next dawn. How many times have I seen countries and kingdoms arise from the dust, only to fall into dust once more? Thus will it be with your barony. For what is a barony without its baron? This is how it must be. The stolen lands will remain no one's. Die or run. There is nothing you can change.
even worse now. Aid, barkskin, worms, vanish.
They'll never see me coming.
I think my dog is kind of screwed. Young Hydra, Ferocious Manticore, and Owlbear. Oh, the Potion of Vanish only works for a turn? Do I have anything better? Nope. Okay, so potion of vanish. No! Why would you do that?
This was not part of the plan.
Why would you do that? Please let the dog interact with the map point. Nope. Load last save. Okay. So, well, now we know that the nymph is bad. I had a feeling it would be an attack against the nymph, not... not the nymph attacking us. I'm not going to interact with this tree for now. That is going to be something for far later, I suppose.
All according to plan.
As for the tower... That's a dwarven tower. And I'm going back to the capital and resting first and foremost, as very much the first task at hand. But we're looking for a tower along a river. Try to avoid it. Of course. Dire Venom Wolf. Yeah, I figured that would happen. And we're doomed. This is not something I can survive. Not with the negative level and everything else. Yeah, as soon as I get up, it's going to... Yep. We're locked in this now. Doing a little better. They're missing more.
Calm down. Not dead yet.
Well, now I am. Alright, load game. We're going for the load back at... the capital square before I had left. I trust our tiefling friend more, so let's go ahead and...
All according to plan.
Oh, I need to do that too. Okay, Sorrow Flow is... not begun yet. Okay, so we did not actually find the tavern last time. Alright, Amari is here. there. That's locked. We probably have a lot of story we could cover with you, but that's probably locked. Oh, it's not. Hide armor, shining shell, and gold. Diamond dust. That's good. Oh. Dwarven war axe. Okay. That's everything up here. Almost seems like you're supposed to have a rogue build yourself. Now we still have those, so that means I need to go to the merchants again. It also means that I can talk to them again and go through all that. Okay, now we go back and we travel to the Thaldean ruins, which are somewhere. Somewhere. Bald Hilltop. Okay, so we need to try and find the Sorrow Flow. Nettles Crossing. And the Sorrow Flow is there, so let's go to Nettles Crossing first. Try to avoid the enemy. Evade it and continue.
I tire.
Rest. And continue. Try to avoid, evade if I can, and keep going. Warlock Lowland. Rest again, because, yeah. Into this location because I need to turn in that quest.
Should be.
Oh, short spear. Magic spear. Nab the +1 spear. Excellent. And, oh, we are nearly level 5. Okay, so that's not going to lead me there.
I tire.
Oh, are we getting this event again?
Enemy approaching.
We are. And this to get to the fire elemental and summon it here. And a couple of them did hit. I'm gonna have to heal up my dog after this.
This should do it.
Okay.
A calculated risk.
Of course it missed.
This will hurt.
Of course it
Let's try
faded
this
off.
one.
Wait. Oh, that was for the skinning, okay. We are on the brink of another level, so let's continue on into this little bit here.
I tire.
Let's rest. And continue. Enter. I'm going to go to the throne room because it's the first portion of the month, so there's probably stuff to do. Claiming new regions. Okay. Excellent. Tristan lowers his head. Greetings, Baron. I am sorry to take you away from your other affairs, but your people need you. When the stolen lands were freed from the Stag Lord, the people sighed in relief, but many are still confused by their swift change of fortune. Truth be told, they simply don't know what to think of their new Baron, nor what to expect of you. Will he be a fair ruler for all, or only for those with wealth and status? Let's reassure your people. Show them where your favor truly rests. Perhaps a small celebration would help win them over. Of course, you could spend the same amount on a luxurious dinner for the wealthiest of your barony, but I recommend organizing a fair for the common people, the ones upon whose shoulders your power really resides. Yeah, festival. He smiles warmly. We will hold a grand or a common celebration where everyone will be welcome, including the poor and downtrodden. This is the greatest gift a ruler can give his people. He looks embarrassed. He runs fingers through his beard and clears his throat a few times. And speaks at last. I heard, not that it's important, but, well, clears his throat again. I heard that an ancient trade road built by the dwarves of the Five Kings Mountain runs through these lands. I don't know what happened to them or where they went. Unforgiving time spares no one. Unforgiving time spares no one. But the road itself is still there, and possibly not only the road. He holds his beard in his fist. Well, Talvis, I have a request for you. A request. If you find any dwarven ruins in the area, I'd like to see them with my own eyes. Of course. Thank you, Talvis. I will. Thank you. Grace, was that Oleg's trading post, or I was at Oleg's trading post? No. I noticed old Boken just standing there, bored to death with nothing to do. This is most unfortunate. After all, the old grumbler, is a very knowledgeable alchemist. However, he has no use for his skills, since the locals need nothing more than simple healing potions. And then it struck me. Why don't you hire him as your court alchemist? His decoctions of and tinctures would certainly prove most useful to you. Also, it might be cheaper than simply buying from him or some other merchant. Alright, so that's everything. Court alchemist. Why Strive's help does need, and we'll add another crisis point there. have something in mind. No? Storyteller. Oh. Once we managed to find out how to sell the dried marks. Unfortunately, these were not as interesting to him. It would seem. We are very close to another level. Let's go to the main square. I was saying about new merchants. Is that actually new merchants, or was it...
In due time.
Actually, no, keep the short spear. Sell that. Horseshoe, silver disc, this thing, silver powder, silverware, this, and these. I'm gonna bring a party with me. Because I don't have a clear path to get to the Sorrow Flow. I'm also going to double check formation. Or apparently not. So let's go here first. We will claim that. Yeah, we are not in a good lineup here. Branded troll, troll. I'm honestly not sure which side I want to help. I mean, I know that she would just charge the trolls. So we'll see what happens after that.
Let us strike as one!
check for lore on trolls. Information on trolls at any rate.
Serves you right.
Really? You're gonna target us now too?
I'll fight if I have to. You deserved it. I'm writing you out of our story.
Bring it!
Necromancer.
Any last wishes?
There we go.
Tear them apart!
Can giant frog just do nothing?
Consider me provoked. This is where I step in.
They go down! Ona Adayana.
Yeah, you make your trudge back.
A calculated risk.
This is for you! Serves you right.
Reduce person? Really?
This will hurt.
I'll fight if I have to. You deserved it.
Bring it!
There we go. Patrols have a lot of stuff. Okay, collect all. That's from those ones. From these ones, collect all. What's my weight currently at? That is well within the limits.
All according to plan.
And we leveled up. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, we're going to continue to be Druid. We get 3rd level spells finally. So, next, spell focus or weapon focus? No. No. This natural spell complete. Next, we're going to level up the fighter. All of these we are going to. Hey, this is good. She is perfect tank. Barbarian. Complete. Bard. Level up. Lingering performance and cure moderate wounds. Good, good, good. Octavia, what are you getting? Ooh, mirror image and web. You also have gained some more spell slots. Taking another level in wizard, I see. Oh no, you actually went arcane trickster now. Okay, now we need to prepare spells for our druid and cleric and wizard, because now we gain access to even more spells. Summon, actually, let's throw in an attack spell for you, and level 3, Soothing Mud. Call lightning. And contagion. For the next one, go to the wizard. Let's throw a summon monster in there for good measure. And Let's throw weapon. Now you... The main spell will put cure serious wounds. Actually, no. Searing light. Prayer. Prayer. We will throw fireball into your... Oh, can't. Interesting. You'll have summon monster 3 and remove disease. These of course won't take effect until we have a long rest. But that is our loadout. I hope that it is a good choice. Let's continue because we can probably take this place over now. No, we can't. Okay.
I need to catch my breath.
We should gather our strength.
Yeah. Now we rest. Manage because of that. Camouflage. You're going to go into watch. Camouflage. Cooking. You're on watch. You're on watch. You will help with the camouflage. There. And begin.
I know you cut your hair to make a statement, but maybe you should grow it back. You know, for a change.
I'll think about changing when I'm too old to fight. For now, when I'm deciding between long hair and getting my helmet on quickly, I'll choose the latter.
Everything was successful. Excellent. Continue. Alright, so what I learned was that Sorrow Flow is up there. So, what I need to do successfully evaded. Coal mine. Good to know.
I need to catch my breath. Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Claim that. Let's go back down here. Because if we claim that...
We should gather our strength.
You shouldn't reject everything related to beauty and art. You sew very well. You may not be a paladin or Shellan anymore, but why don't you want to simply do what you're good at?
I'm good at fighting, and that's what I do. Everything else I learned at the Order is useless nonsense, and not worth even a moment of my time.
Claimed it.
I need to catch my breath.
We should gather our strength.
The more I travel, the more I'm sure. True nobleness is not inherited. Every other smug dimwit with a Marquess title has worse manners than his fools.
Okay, and we are successful once again. Honestly, this loadout, party-wise, is a lot better than I thought it would be. Across the river, up here. Try to avoid. Failed to sneak past them. Okay. Point is, I've gotten the path to it down.
We will be victorious.
Oh, these are actual goblins then. Okay.
You can't stop me.
Any last wishes?
Oh, more showing up. And an alchemist.
Tear them apart!
Tristan will stand by, and my dog will go for these ones.
Consider me provoked.
Onwards!
Didn't mean to skip my bard's turn.
This is for you.
Now an alchemist is a problem.
Stay behind me!
Goblin alchemist is dead.
The strike is done!
Serves you right.
Switch to weapon set 1, shield and short spear.
Tear them apart!
You're just going to run over here and stand by. You're doing fine. You only have to take action if someone is going poorly.
You can't stop me!
Do not falter!
You deserved it.
Let's try this way.
That ended up being rather easy, all things considered. Excellent. Now we have the pathway there. We can visit at a later time. Try to avoid the fight.
I need to catch my breath.
We should gather our strength.
All of them are tired, and so we rest.
Oh, another ink blot. And at the very bottom of the page. Now I need to write the whole thing over again. Wait, don't tear it out yet. Let me see. You know, we could make a picture from this ink blot. There, a line here and there, and now it's a...
Okay, and with that we continue on. Okay, throne room, because the curse is going on now. Your Grace, Kestrin has a troubled look on his face. I fear there's another matter that requires your attention. There have been reports, many of them, from settlers across the Gnarl Marches. There are trolls in the forest, seemingly hordes of them. Rumors claim they are more than typical savage beasts. They also seem to show some reason and tactic. They form groups, attack all at once, plunder the village, and carry away the peasants. Even stranger, kobolds have been spotted among their ranks. And usually they would be attacked on sight. Fall silent for a moment. I'm not certain any of this is reliable. Fear builds mountains out of molehills. Some of the rumors say that these trolls carry torches and burn down houses, seemingly unafraid of open flames. It's entirely possible that the rest of these reports could be exaggerated as well. The common folk will hardly need any simple extortion. Some will simply need to go to the marches and investigate the matter. I was considering the matter when it hit me. What if you were to take on this investigation yourself? Yeah, those trolls from before were worrying too. Let's investigate this.
Trolls who didn't fear fire? That sounded terrible and dangerous and terribly dangerous. If we couldn't rein them in, our young barony would be eaten up in a snap.
In addition, we have the curse going on. Let's see. While he's doing that, I probably can't bring him with. Oh yeah, there's also level ups for them. Actually, let's bring you with. You're not an advisor. At the Bald Hilltop. I have to go this way to get to it. Enter.
In due
You
time.
cannot stand against me.
Giant spiders and a rift in the fabric of reality. Wonder what this could be about. Right, I never fixed the... Okay. For next time, it will be fixed. As for Octavia,
Considerably provoked.
They go down!
Darthor, Valerie,
Onward!
my dog, becoming a wolf will help out. And inspire competence.
This is for you!
Wretched things.
Stay behind me!
I'll fight if I have to!
Bring it! Despicable. Let us strike as one!
Any last wishes?
You can't stop me.
Tear them apart! Advance!
Reduced damage, but we did defeat it, or we did knock him down. Okay, in addition to that, we're going to cast a Cure Wounds on myself.
This
cloak, a ring, and some stuff. In addition to that, we have apparently gotten rid of them. Okay. Go to the throne room.
I tire.
Okay. Projects. You're still rebuilding the Temple of the Elk. I still don't have a mercantile. build a settlement there, yeah. Okay, we have the settlement. Construct this, that's constructed, nothing is built yet. Build. Build a granary here. A lumber yard here. I'll also build an orphanage over here. Build a wooden wall. Piers. Build the brewery and a windmill. Oh, that's all for now. Tavern. Tavern near the brewery is fine. Skip date, continue on as the projects continue. We have a free slot now. But we do not have much that we can do. Honestly, with how things are at the moment, let's take a look at that wyvern skin cloak that we got. According to that, bonus to armor and saving throws against poison, sleep, and paralysis. So you have saving throws. Let's see, current AC. It does go down. And so does this increase it? No. Good to know. But we will give you a cloak. You have a ring. You do not have a ring. There we go. That increases your AC a bit. Much of a tank as you are. As for this, yeah, you can wear the Stag Lord's helmet with a +1 scimitar, the amulet of fist. Actually, unarmed attacks and natural weapons. Honestly, that might be good for you now. That didn't change your AC at all. You have ridiculous AC. Let's keep that up. You can't even use an rapier. What about you? You scimitar. Yeah, you can make use of this, that's for sure. Enchanted items, we don't have much we can make use of. And I think that is where I'm going to end it for today. I hope everyone had a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever you're up to. A little bit of an early ending here, but all things considered, I feel like that is fine at the moment. Any further and it's going to have a lot more to do. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe down below. Hit the bell for notifications and stay tuned for any further games that I stream. I keep to a somewhat regular schedule, and I only occasionally add on top of that. If you're here on Twitch, make sure to follow. Stay tuned for tomorrow where another new game will be played. This one is a continuation of Dwarven Wednesday. Since Return to Moria is become a fair bit of a slog, I will admit. I think that the path is completely blocked for me, all things considered. I mean, randomly generated area, so it's possible. Which means that we are going to be doing an entirely new Dwarven game with Doomer Bella. I will continue to use this character for as long as I can on Wednesdays because my friends put effort into this character. I want to see at least one story for her go to fruition. Plus, I mean, there are plenty of games where you make a Dwarven character, right? Or at the very least, they can be Dwarven. So, stay tuned for that. Also, Thursday is going to be a relaxing game, since that was the consensus on the poll. So stay tuned for that as well if you want to. You can spend some time talking as well. After all, I don't pay as much attention to chat during games that I can't technically look away from without getting a game over. But I want to just say that I appreciate anyone that even just dropped by and left quickly. I'm doing this more for my own enjoyment than anything else, but it's still good to have an audience. And make sure to check out some more of my content. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.